Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Got a few things to work on today. Picked up some doodads off of Amazon. Let me show you what I got. Obviously we're going to be working on the Wolf Warrior. Yeah, it's a Wolf Warrior 11 Plus or Pro, or I don't remember. Picked up a couple of these highly successfully reviewed turn signals. They're rechargeable and they got a little remote that's got a flashing LED in it. I'm gonna deal with those. This is something that I'm gonna share with you at the end of the video. You want to stick around for that. Probably one of the best bangs for your buck for one of these scooters. This, I don't know if I'm going to use it or not. It was like $7 if I remember right on Amazon. It's like a handlebar extension thingamajig. Some shock protectors. I don't know if these are going to fit or not. I was guessing when I ordered them. So we'll see what happens there. Got some fender extensions, and I got the missing bike mirror, similar to this one. So, like I said, I'm guessing on a lot of this stuff. So we'll see what works, what doesn't. And as always, if you look in the description, there will be links to these products, and you should be able to pick them up for the same price I did. So anyhow, let's get started. So I'll be honest with you guys, these are a royal pain. I sprayed some silicone on the inside of them, and then I used these plastic levers to get them over the forks at the bottom here, because they've got like a little brake mount on them and whatnot. And I'm sure those come off, I just don't know how to do it without damaging the actual shiny strut here, because I want to grab a hold of them and twist this thing off. But I will leave a link in the description for these. They do fit, but not the easiest install. Been messing around with it for an hour now. The mirrors are perfect. I moved the controller over a little bit, and the eco and dual motor switch, same on this side, so they're right up against the hand grip, and so those actually turned out pretty darn nice. But we'll keep moving forward here and putting the rest of this stuff on. Alright guys, we got everything bolted on and mounted. The only thing I didn't put on is this handlebar extension thing. I got it for cheap, but I just really don't have a use for it yet. So we got the mirrors mounted, and like I said, I slid the controller over and made sure that the mirrors were both mounted at the same spot on each side. Did the shock boots. Unless you're doing a lot of off-roading, I wouldn't recommend them. They're really a headache to put on. Unless you know a trick to get that bottom shock mount off, or the wheel mount or hub mount, they're just overwhelmingly pain in the ding dong to put on. So I don't recommend that mod unless you really want to do it. But then again, oh, the little fender extender things, those were pretty easy. This fender is held on by one 3mm bolt right underneath the stem here, and I pulled that off, and then all I had to do was drill a couple holes and put some stainless and grade 8 hardware washers in there. Rear, similar thing. There's two 3mm Allen bolts right here. The whole fender comes off. The light has two screws that come in underneath it. I used those two screw holes to mount the fender, and then I added one additional support but you probably can't see, right in the middle there. So there's 3 attachment points for that. That should prevent rooster tails on the back if it starts to rain out. The coolest mod that I did is these turn signal things, and what I think is neat about it is if you order 2 of them, you'll get a spare remote and some spare batteries, because these both pair to one remote. So check this out. Here's the modes that you have. So you've got red. You've got this police flasher style beacon. And then you've just got the standard low light signal, and then your turn signals are pretty nice. So those are nice and bright and visible. And they automatically cancel after 2 minutes, so if you forget that they're on, those will cancel themselves out. But you can alternatively just press the button, and then when you want to turn them off, you just hit the power button once. Those are USB rechargeable. They use a standard mini USB or micro USB. This guy right here. And supposedly if you leave those on, they'll last 12 hours on a fully charged battery. So as promised, I was going to show you guys what's in these boxes here. Are there any guesses? So this is a 5 amp charger. The OEM chargers are 2 amps, and there's a pair of them, right? So they're charging at 4 amps. So with a pair of these, you've got a 10 amp charge. Did some research online. This has it's an LG battery. Yeah. So this LG battery, 35 amp hour, has a maximum charging rate of about 15 amps before it starts to get a little bit too hot because you're charging it too fast. So typically with the 2 chargers, the stock ones, it takes 8 to 10 hours to fully charge the scooter if you bring it all the way down to 20%. I don't know how long it's going to take with these. Some of the reviews online said yes, some of them said no. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take the scooter out and I'm going to run it down to about 15-20% where I normally do. And then I'm going to come back, I'm going to plug these chargers in, and I'm going to time it. So in an episode either later today or maybe tomorrow, I will share those results with you. And I will share a link where to get these so you're not getting ripped off. And if you're paying more than $150 or even $100 for these, you're paying way too much. So I will share a link with you guys where you can get these chargers for below 80 bucks. At the time that I made the purchase, these were well below 80 bucks. So don't pay too much for these, and stay tuned for a link. I'm going to leave a link in the description for all these other doodads that I put on here. And if you guys like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed yet, I'd love to have you as a subscriber. But as always, I hope you guys are staying safe, taking care of each other, and I'll catch you next time. See you later. Bye-bye.